Hey friends, no books this time. We're not going to do this. I want to take a special moment today and just look at a little different side of what we're doing. And next to me here is Greg Muse. And I'm going to introduce you to Greg because he's incredibly important in what we're doing here at the school. Greg has recently taken over as our Director of Advancement. Larry Eric, many of you know, held that post for decades and did a phenomenal job, and he decided it was time for him to retire. Greg is going to slide in and do that. Some of you know Greg, and others of you need to know Greg better. And so welcome, Greg.
Thank you, Bob.
Just want to say how happy we are to have you here. You're a friend of mine, and I think you're going to be great at this job. And so just go ahead and give us a little bit of an introduction to who you are.
Well, I appreciate the introduction. It's great to meet our audience. I'm a new face to some of our audience, but I'm not new to HST. Bob, you and I have known each other for a long time. I'm a long-time donor to HST. I served on the Advancement Council. And in the last 3 or 4 years, I've had a great opportunity to be a volunteer here on campus. And Bob, you've given me some great projects at the library. The Jim Bill McIntyre paper collection, what a great project that was. I cataloged some, what were they called? Those...
It's a little box that's called a cassette tape.
Cassette tapes. We have cornered the market on cassette tapes. We even converted some to MP3, as I recall, brought them into the 21st century. So those were great for me to give back to HST and to get to know the staff better. So now I'm in a different capacity. Larry retired. My friend Larry has gone on to a different role and left me the role of advancement director, and so here I am.
You know, and so it's like you've shown us you love the school by the being a giver and being a volunteer. And now I want to think about this because your role has changed.
Right.
And I know that there's kind of a stigma with people who are in advancement where you got people we're walking around and we're like, I love the school, I want to give money to school, but I don't necessarily need to talk to the director of advancement because now I'm freaked out. You might be freaked out too in your role because you have to ask people for money, which is the least fun thing in the world to do. Unless it's like you're a kid and it's your parents, and then it seems like that's all you do. But, But what do you, walking into this, what's your anxiety? What do you think about this?
Okay. First of all, the tie, Bob. I'm going to a lunch today where people expect me to wear a tie, but this is not a normal thing for me. I'm going to be in a regular shirt. If you come to the office on a daily basis, I'll be just a regular Joe. So I hope the tie is not off-putting. As to your question about anxiety about being the advancement director, no, because I have a wonderful product and I am happy to ask people to support HST. I love the school. I have given to the school both time and money, and everybody connected with the school that I know feels the same way. So it's easy for me to ask for HST.
And so you're going to be asking people, and so this is going to be regular. When you see Greg, just expect that Greg is looking for money for the school. That's okay.
First I'm going to ask you how you are.
How's
your day going? So don't run in the other direction.
But I want to talk about this. Like this is totally okay.
Sure.
And you and I both feel really comfortable asking for money for the school. We're not going out and upgrading our vehicle every time this happens. This is a really good cause. Let's talk about this. Where's the money go? What can it do? Talk about, even if a person says, well, I only have $50, I only have $100.
Right.
This matters.
It does matter because every dollar, directly or indirectly, is for our students. Everything we do, the purpose of HST is for the students, to educate them and to reach out and touch the next generation of Christians. That's how we can do our part in this generation, is to educate the next one. And so that's why the mission itself is an easy sell. As far as donations, gifts, the most frequent question or frequent comment I receive is, well, Greg, I only have $50, $100 to give. What could that do? You don't even want that. On the contrary, Bob, I want every gift, big or small, but the small ones are are more special to me. The $100 donation is the most frequent denomination that we receive.
Yeah.
And so when I see a $100 check or $100 credit card gift, I see that multiplied by hundreds of people all across the country who are giving to HST. And to me, that's the most special gift because I know that comes from the heart.
Yeah. And a lot of our people who are watching this, a lot of you are busy. A lot of you don't walk around every night, walk home and say, okay, it's the 30th of the month. I need to write my HST check. Right. And so even if you say I have $50, $100 or more, what's an easier way to do that? Because people are busy.
Great question. This is where I direct our donors or potential donors to our terrific website, hst.edu. Lots of information, lots of news about people that you know, but also a terrific page for donors. So I always direct anybody to that site and encourage them to take advantage of opportunities to give systematically, monthly, quarterly, small or large, but it really helps our cash flow and really helps our donors as well. So many people have gone online with their church donations. People pay their bills online. Go to HST and give online on a systematic basis. It really helps us. It helps your cash flow. It certainly helps ours.
Yeah, and I mean, we want to, that's your phone ringing.
That is.
The gift that might be another person calling about is really amazing to think about.
But fortunately, I have voicemail, and I'll get that as soon as this is over.
I feel like I'm one of those telethons where it's like there's the phones ringing behind us.
Our 1-800 number.
It is. We should have volunteers sitting up behind us here. That was not planned. So I want us to think about this. When you give, just a few reminders. You're giving to students, you're giving to scholarships, and you're giving to the operations here that make this possible. We try to offer a top flight education, and we really feel like we do. We feel like we get top flight students. That doesn't happen for free. And so there is a cost to that, and we want you to be a part of it. One thing about the regular giving, too, that we really want you to encourage is we want you to give regularly, but we also want you to participate in our community regularly. Like Greg said, if that means going to the website, if that means following us on Facebook and things like that, so our messages get pushed to the top of your feed. We want you to receive The Bridge, which is our newsletter.
Terrific publication.
And we want you to come and take any any classes right now. Churches who support the school, $25 a semester. Members of those churches can come and audit. Rick Oster, Book of Revelation is offered in the spring as one of those opportunities. So we want you to be a part of the group. We want you to meet the students. We want you to see their potential, see how bright they are, and people of integrity they are. And also along the way, give financial support and put your money and your heart in the same place.
Right. My door is always open, just like Larry's was. Please come by the campus. We have a beautiful campus, beautiful space, and I wish more people could see that. So I would encourage people to come by, let me meet you, let me give you a tour. I'll show you the library. I'll show you where he works.
We'd love you to see the library. And we think that there's a lot of great opportunities for you to be a part of this. Greg, we're so glad you're here.
Thank you, Bob.
I think you're a great guy to have on campus.
Thank you.
And I think those of you who know Greg know that this is a great person to be stepping in. Those of you who don't know Greg, you need to get to know him. All right, that's all for now. We'll be doing a few more of these about more opportunities in the future. We'll see you next time.